Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the ZmundaLand Music, Money, and Entertainment channel, man. Today is Saturday, so on Saturdays, I'm going to start going live to talk to you guys about y'all foundation and the way that, y'all set up on these social platforms. I post a lot of things on my social platforms. I'm normally just posting for awareness. Out in Northeast Texas, man, that's the area where, I was raised up. I was born in Houston, Texas, but over the last 10, 15 years, I've been embedded in music business, and I've been working with artists, from my hometown. I'm back out here in Houston, but I work with artists from around the country, the power of these social platforms. But East Texas artists, right now is the time for y'all to go ahead and incorporate y'all brands, man. And when I say incorporate, that means time to set your brand up like a real business. Even though you are a music artist, and I know you are a music artist, you got to be set up a certain way on these social platforms. It's 2022. You done did all the big budget things, and you see like doing big budget things alone, it's simply not working. So what you're going to do is you're going to incorporate your brand. That means that you're going to set up, you're going to go invest and get your EIN, your LLC paperwork done. You're going to do all your organizational paperwork that's required for you to, to set up your brand. You want to get a virtual address, a virtual phone number. We assist with all these services, but if you're an independent artist where you feel like right now you're not going to pay anybody to do anything for you, you're going to go and do it yourself, hey, that's good. Just go and do all the reading and the research and the time it's going to take for you to set yourself up properly moving forward. So it's about to be 2023. And a lot of things that I've been talking about for the last 15 years, they're now upon us. I started to talk about these things 15 years ago. I started to tell artists like, hey, it's about your paperwork. Nobody care about your talent, man. So if you're that artist that's sitting back and you constantly on social platforms talking about how super talented you are, the artists that are being signed or artists that are set up more like foundation artists, So the content that I'm posting, normally I'm trying to educate the younger artists that I see who are aspiring artists, and I see y'all doing all these big budget things, and your numbers and your engagement on these social platforms are what matter. So if you shooting y'all shooting big budget videos, you know what I'm saying? You guys are on all these big budget these bigger platforms that you're not ready to be on, because you're sending all this traffic to nowhere. You don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram, you don't own TikTok. You need to have your own. You have your own hub where you're driving all this traffic. So that hub is either going to be a monetized YouTube channel, or you're going to really set yourself up like a real brand, which I definitely recommend you set yourself up an artist website. You got to have an artist website in 2022, So once you incorporate your brand, now we looking at the records that you guys are putting out. Because like I said, a lot of y'all going big budget video. Y'all going right to the major streaming platforms, the major social platforms with your original content, not knowing that you are not set up correctly in the system. So you'll never be paid your royalties that are due to you. So these are the things that you're going to have to do to go and fix that today. So we want to make sure, like I said, now that we incorporated, in about 10 business days after we set up the EIN and the LLC, you'll receive your official paperwork in the mail. So now you're set up like a legitimate brand. I definitely recommend you go ahead and get a www. something. You need that, or you need to start working on monetizing your YouTube channels. This is how it works in 2022. This is how you're going to get more awareness for your brand. Right now, your records are not moving. I'm looking directly at your digital pictures through the social platforms and through the media-based platforms that you got. Your records are supposed to be properly registered on. So this is not a bashing session. This is not a hate session. There's just so much activity going on in the market right now. And I want you guys to understand that these larger brands, they are aware of the talent that's in East Texas. But you have to organize your brand, and you have to get more consistent with your releases. You got to get more consistent with your marketing campaigns, because your records are sitting still. If you have a premium account, I recommend that every independent artist, you go sign up through Spotify. If your music on Spotify, go ahead and sign up for a Spotify for Artists account. So sign up for that Spotify for Artists account. So now you'll be able to see the back end of this Spotify website that you're attached to. This is a website. You're on somebody else's platform. You do not own the platform. There are rules and regulations to all these platforms. The way you upload your music, the way you guys are supposed to be registering your music. Y'all notice there's no representative there to really guide us through this process. There's no manual that nobody came up. People got all these different steps that you can take. But as far as setting up the foundation, how you choose to market your records, that's up to you. What I'm telling independent artists and the brands who we are affiliated with and the people that we coming in contact with is, listen, your foundation is not in order. So it don't matter if you shooting big budget videos. It don't matter if you going out getting big budget features and you're partnering up with these different brands. You're supposed to do those things, but make sure that your foundation is in order. When you see that less than 1,000 next to your song, the major or the professionals that come in to look at your numbers, that less than 1,000 means that this artist does not have a marketing plan, and this artist does not have any type of consistent marketing campaigns running behind their records. So your records have not generated any money when you see less than 1,000. And there's a lot of artists in the market who have attained millions of streams. You know, I've been affiliated with several brands in the market that have millions of streams on the projects that they have put out on these social platforms. So we understand that front end mechanical. If you're worried about streams, you don't have to worry about streams. You just got to get your foundation set up before we can come in and start to spend money and put budgets behind content. Because when you put ads behind the things that you posting, it's going to make allow more people to actually see your brand on these platforms. If you're not doing it that way, you notice when you share things, you're either getting the same engagements from the same individuals who have been engaging with you on these platforms for years. That's fine. In 2022, the goal is to reach the masses. The only way you're going to reach the masses is with consistent marketing dollars to push your content. So that's why your content is not moving on the platforms. Don't stop sharing your content directly on the social platforms.